GTA confirms cancellation of first call by Sea Dream Yacht Club. We'll have the details to this story and more in the National Report. Details to the news for Thursday, November 12th, 2020. I'm Delroy Louzan. The Grenada Tourism Authority says Sea Dream Yacht Club has confirmed that its first call to Grenada is cancelled. This decision was taken after reports that a passenger tested positive for COVID-19 on board the vessel on their third COVID-19 PCR test prior to arrival in Grenada. Sea Dream 1 has now returned to home port in Bridgetown, Barbados, and will advise local authorities when calls will commence. Weekly calls from the small luxury cruise ship Sea Dream 1 were approved by the Government of Grenada starting from Friday, November 13, 2020. Ship passengers are required to have 3 negative COVID-19 PCR test results before arriving in Grenada. Nautical Development Manager at the GTA, Nicoyan Roberts, said, and I quote, "We put strict measures in place, including rigorous testing, before passengers get to Grenada. This system has proven reliable in that this case was caught in ample time before reaching Grenada," unquote. Meantime, teams from the Royal Grenada Police Force, Customs, Immigration, Grenada Ports Authority, Ministries of Health and Tourism, GTA, Grenreal, and private sector businesses completed a final readiness walkthrough at the Melville Street Cruise Terminal on Thursday morning. The teams ensured that all requirements were in place to receive future cruise calls, including hand sanitizers, plexiglass shield installations, and floor markers, among others. Work is presently ongoing in the Upper Capital St. Andrew area on 1,100 feet of road that includes the construction of 300 feet of slipper drain and 800 feet of box drain. Contractor on the site, Delbert Braveboy, says the project should be completed in 5 weeks, weather permitting.
This scope of work, it's 1,100 feet of work, 300 feet of slipper drain, and 800 feet of box drain. Right? This project going to expand the road, so the road will be wider than it is now, right? And at the same time, the drainage would protect the road, and I can see the terrain, so the water will be better controlled, and we'll have less erosion on our roadways.
Mr. Braveboy says once completed, the roadway will be safer for motorists and pedestrians.
So we started up at the hill by the church. We have what we call the Budge Hill, and that going into the Upper Capital area, right? And that will be going right down to the corner we refer to as Georgie Corner, right? And here and over the box drain, we'll be having some curb walls which will protect vehicles from going into the box drain. So there's a number of things happening here. Expansion of road, protection for the vehicles.
The project has created employment for more than 10 men and 1 female.
Well, we have over 10 persons on this project. And this project is going to go on for about the next 5 weeks for completion. Weather is a factor. We are in the rainy season now, and we are on a hill, and the Budgego area is an area in that kind of terrain you get a lot of rain. So everything, normal. I hope that we can finish between 4 to 5 weeks.
The project is being undertaken at a cost of over $100,000. This is the National Report. Stay with us, we'll have more news in just a moment.
It's that time again when you can nominate a person or business making significant contributions to the tourism industry in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique as part of the People's Tourism Choice Awards, Pure Safe Travels Edition. Nominations can be submitted via Grenada Tourism Authority at gmail.com, stating the name and address of the nominee, the category, and a supporting paragraph as to why they should be recognized. Categories include creativity and innovation, new tourism business, virtual leaders, new tours, training, resilience, transportation, service excellence, special awards, and memorabilia or merchandising. Nominations for these categories end on Wednesday, 18th November at midnight. The winners and award ceremony will be announced at the end of Tourism Awareness Month. Visit www.puregrenada.com/blog for more information. The People's Tourism Choice Awards, Pure Safe Travels Edition.
Welcome back. The Caribbean Disaster Emergency Management Agency, CDEMA, launched its Information and Data Hub for member countries on Thursday. The Caribbean Risk Information System is a multifaceted virtual platform that hosts risk management data and information that will be accessible to stakeholders and member countries. The online database will facilitate analysis, research, and build awareness of risk management in the region. CDEMA's acting executive director Elizabeth Riley says the information system is in keeping with the Comprehensive Disaster Management's 2014 to 2024 strategy. The CDM strategy builds on the strengths of well-founded and functional governance structures. It is designed to continue the process of embedding and institutionalizing CDM as the Caribbean's platform for achieving risk reduction.
The CRIS is an integrated platform designed to support fact-based decision-making, an agreed result of the Comprehensive Disaster Management or CDM strategy 2014 to 2024. And specifically, it speaks to outcome 2, which treats enhanced knowledge management and learning for informed decision-making.
Lead disaster risk specialist for Latin America and the Caribbean, Joaquin Toro, is happy that the tool gives member countries the opportunity to share and contribute to information that other countries can use.
The technology that's available, it brings the innovation on data management, and I think has a place in the Caribbean that didn't exist before, on which we can really share the information. But most important, more than shared information, is a place where we can contribute as members of the Caribbean, as members of international organizations. I think this is the place where we can contribute.
The online platform will also support monitoring and evaluation. Local advocate for social justice Laurice Pascal is urging citizens to do its part in protecting our nation's children. This comes in the wake of Child Month celebrations, which are held annually in October. Chrisanne Mitchell has more in this report.
Jacqueline Laurice Pascal, who is a strong advocate for social justice and coordinator for the Committee to End Child Sexual Abuse here in Grenada, is encouraging all Grenadians to take the necessary steps to combat child sexual abuse. Recent statistics from the Special Victims Unit of the Royal Grenada Police Force shows that from January to October 2020, the number of reported cases of sexual intercourse with children between ages 12 to 15 stands at 71. Ms. Pascal says this number is quite too high and we must all play our part in reducing and ultimately zeroing that number.
And this is only this year from January to October. That's that period. So we still have November stats to go and also December. So it painted a picture that is not looking very promising for us as it looks towards the violation of the rights of these children. I'm glad that the law is very strong and supportive, because most of the time we used to say, and people used to get away with it, that honestly I don't believe that they're 14 or 15, but thank God that clause is out. You cannot now say the honest belief clause is out, so you won't get prosecuted.
Ms. Pascal, who is also the current interim manager of the Program for Continuing Education for Adolescent Mothers, held a march on the compound of the facility on Thursday with the young mothers, children and teachers in keeping with Child Month celebrations 2020. One of the students, Coshelle Blake, spoke to our news team following the march.
We as the young women, we ask you to protect and guide our children as we bring them to the future so that we can stand out and support them in everything they do.
Nadine Joseph, who is a teacher at the institution, noted that caring for the little ones is one of the most important principles taught to teen mothers.
When it comes to caring for their children, we try our best to instill in the girls the need to be role models. Yes, they went through difficulties and they're in the situation right now. However, we try to impart on them the fact that your circumstances don't determine where you can reach in life.
Here in Grenada, the number of cases of indecent assault for 2020 stands at 52, while the number for incest is 51. It is, however, important to note that 54.4% of households in Grenada are headed by women. Ms. Pascal has a message for persons who facilitate the abuse of children.
Those who permit and allow our young children or children, and their children, as far as the law is concerned, 18, they are adult, right? To allowing, aiding and abetting our children to have, I would say, illicit sexual intercourse with persons, it is an offense. Because we find that we are hearing that persons, in particular, person they live with, that they are allowing this kind of behavior. And so we want to sound the clarion call, please desist.
For the National Report, I am Chrisanne Mitchell.
That story has brought us to the end of the National Report for Thursday, 12th November 2020. Recapping the headline, GTA confirms cancellation of first call by Sea Dream Yacht Club. That's all from us here at the GIS Newsroom. On behalf of the entire news team, I'm Delroy Louzan, thanking you for joining us.